looking a little worse for the wear at the moment. No makeup, no time this morning. And I'm a bit tired, so I have pulled off. We are by the Kaibab National Forest. As you can hear the traffic going by. So I'm off in a side road in the forest, and you can camp here up to 2 weeks for free. Of course, they don't have any hookups or anything. You're boondocking when you're camping in the national forests. Why did I pick so close to the road where you can hear traffic? Well, number one, I can actually get some sort of a signal here. If I went further in the woods, I might not get the signal. And for two, which is the main reason, is that I can see from the ground it rained, not yesterday, maybe a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. The ground is still damp in some places, so you can see that when it has a good rain, that it will get muddy in these dirt, because these are all dirt roads. So rather than taking a chance on getting stuck somewhere, I'd rather hear the traffic, get a signal, and be able to get out of here if need be. So this is my first time in one of the forests. It was nice taking the dogs out for their walk. Of course, you have to be on the lookout for snakes and cougars and bears and elk and number of different type of animals they will have here. Okay, so you have to keep an eye open. But it's nice. Every once in a while I have the windows open here, and the fan, when it gets hot, the fan turns on and pulls some of the heat out. But it's nice. Every once in a while you'll get a whiff of the pine from the trees coming in, and it's so fresh and lovely. So I do enjoy that. But last night, the reason I decided to stop instead of going straight down to Sedona was last night I did not sleep too well. Where I was parked, it was like on a slant. And of course my bed is on this slant over here, so I kept trying to grab onto something not to roll out of bed last night. It was all I could do to stay in the bed last night. So I'm a bit tired today. So I figured, oh, well, we've got the things, and I want to see what the roads are like in the national forests. They have a ton of roads. I must have passed at least a dozen. And I think the ones that were up further, closer to Grand Canyon, had a little better roadway than does here. But there's nobody else in this area, which I like. I prefer to be by myself than seeing a bunch of other people around. That's just me, personal preference. So I decided I would pull off. Now, whether I'm going to stay here just for a couple of hours, or whether I'll stay the night, or whether I'll stay a couple days, I haven't decided yet. But I know I am going to take a nap because I am beat. But anyway, it was a nice drive today around the Grand Canyon. I did enjoy that. That was nice. I had an interesting thing, though. When I stopped at one place, I was just ready to scream. They had a whole busload of Koreans that came in, and they're stupid people. I'm sorry, they were stupid people. They were out on the cliff, on the edge, at the very point, on a rock, taking selfies. Okay, beyond the barriers where you're not supposed to be, and somebody just fell off of there the other day, okay? People are falling off the cliffs here all the time because people do stupid things like wanting to go out on the rock on the edge of the cliff to take a selfie. They even took a little kid out there. I was just ready to. Then they thought it was good. After everybody went out, about 30 people went out and each had a picture sitting on the rock. Then they decided they were going to go out and jump on the rock and do one in the air. Look what I can do. Ah! I'm just like, go back to Korea and do something stupid. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, it was so bad. Yes, I know they were Korean because I could hear them talking. I know Korean. And it was just, they're very loud. Very, very loud. So they were obnoxious. For about a half an hour, I sat there and waited for them to finish so I could do a little music. Well, they finally finished, packed up, and left. And I started to do some music, and here comes this couple. Chinese couple. They were very sweet. The gentleman was asking me about the music, and he said, have you ever been to Tibet? It reminds me of Tibet. And he says, it sounds very Buddhist. And I said, well, it comes out of meditation, you know. But he loved the music, and he said, you're the most interesting person I've met on my travels. So anyway, he and his wife sat there and listened to some of the music, and they were really enjoying it. So that was nice. They were very sweet, nice couple. So anyway, finished up the Grand Canyon thing. They have a huge grocery store there. I couldn't believe it. So I stopped at the grocery store, got a few things that I needed, and then we headed out, and now I'm stopped here in the Kaibab Forest for a little while. At least for a couple of hours, I know, because I am, like I said, I didn't sleep. Here I'm actually level. I can actually stay in the bed without feeling I need to Velcro myself to a wall to keep from rolling out of bed. Oh, mercy. Anyway, so I think when I get off of there, I might put on my Perot, my wrap. I don't do it while I'm on the thing because I have people watching the channel that are so, your tits are out. Well, my tits aren't out, you know, but they would have a hemorrhage if I had nothing up here, and actually, you know, they would be. So I'm going to change clothes in a minute and get comfortable and take a little nap, have something to eat. I'll check the emails then, see if there's something else that people want to see read on. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. It's getting warm in here. Let me see if I can find out something real quick. Temperature at the Grand Canyon. Canyon South Rim now. Okay, it says it's like 71. Okay, today. But when you're stopped, it gets hot in here very quickly. So I think I'm going to have to hook up my other fan. I do have another fan I can turn on, which is wonderful to have. So I think I'll turn on my other fan and cool off a bit. I don't know what people do when they're in the desert and it's 90-something degrees outside, because it's easily 120, 130 in the RV if it's 90 out. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here and get changed into something more comfortable, more cool, and take a little nap. See you after. Aho, have a great day.